Hi Gearslutz, I'm Freddie from Nugen Audio, and today I'm going to talk you through the latest SEQ-S update. This is SEQ-S, it's our EQ plugin. We've just released an update, it's version 1.3, and if you already own SEQ-S, it's a free update. Otherwise, we are also running a special offer for any new users. SEQ-S has a few kind of unique selling points compared to other EQs. The first thing is that you can do these really nice kind of freehand drawing of EQ curves with the direct draw interface. On top of that, it has match EQ functionality. So with the match EQ, you can record a sample of two different audio sources. So generally, that will be kind of a reference track and the track that you're actually EQing. And the match EQ calculates the difference between those and effectively compensates for that with an EQ curve. So you can use that if you, say, for example, have two vocal takes that were recorded with the same vocalist but maybe using a different microphone. If you're comping those takes together, there might be some slight differences in frequency response. You can use the match EQ to compensate for that and get those sounding consistent so that you don't have kind of a comped vocal take which is all over the place. So that's the match EQ. One change we've just made with that is that the audio samples that you can record with the match EQ now go up to 90 seconds. I think previously it was maybe only about 5 seconds. It was hardly any time at all, and that was okay if it was a very consistent sounding track, but now with the full 90 seconds you can record kind of a big chunk of it and get a really accurate measurement of the frequency profile. On top of that, we also have the Morph Eq functionality. This allows you to set up two curves, an A curve and a B curve, and seamlessly transition between those. So you can set up how long that takes. That goes from 0.1 seconds up to 8 seconds, and that can either be a single one-shot thing. Hang on, I'm going to speed that up. Single one-shot thing, or it can be looped, and that can be automated on the timeline in Pro Tools or whatever DAW you're using. So that's really useful if you've got kind of maybe a section in a song where the EQ needs to change, but you don't just want it to be a hard cut. You kind of want a little bit of a smooth fade between the two. With SEQ-S as well, you have 3 switchable EQ curves, which can be assigned to different tracks. So, for example, here I can have one curve to the left and right, one assigned to the mid channel and one to the sides. Or you can kind of chop and change between any of those, so you could have a different EQ on the left and on the right. If you're working in surround sound, this also goes up to 5.1 and 7.1 surround. The final change is also that we have added in a resizable interface, so that means that you can get it massive if you want to do some really detailed changes, or if you're the sort of person who has like 20 plugins open at once, you can make it really tiny so that you can kind of have it tucked away right in the corner and be doing whatever else you're doing. I think that's about it. Like I said, we are currently running a discount on SEQ-S, so take a look at that. Thanks very much.